jumped out to you so far these past 2 days and just seeing kind of where the team is headed at this point?
Yeah, guys showing up, working hard, listening to the coaches, and just ultimately grinding. It's been hot out there, but it's been fun competing with the defense and just kind of rolling. So just guys that are working hard right now.
So do you feel like last year's completely behind you guys once this gets started, or do you think there will be some effect of maybe not getting what you wanted accomplished last year?
Yeah, we've of course learned from last year, but we're rolling right now every day, moving forward and getting better. So we're with the guys that we are with right now, and we just got to keep pressing forward.
With the getting to catch the balls from some other guys, Patrick's doing some things. What have you learned about Justin and Grant, who you had for West Meyer?
Yeah, really great quarterbacks, guys that come in here, work hard. They throw the ball well, make great reads. They do all the things that they need to do right, and it'll make you want to go out there and play as hard as you can for those guys. So they've done a tremendous job, and looking forward to continuing this thing on all the way throughout training camp.
We've all seen Patrick kind of get back in the swing, and he's doing a lot of things, and a lot of people may be surprised that he's gotten that far. What are your thoughts about his recovery and how much you've seen from him and how his competitiveness, how he kind of wants to be out there, I guess, right?
Yeah, I love playing alongside Pat. It's been awesome to be able to catch some passes from him this minicamp. So just really grateful that he's back out there with us rolling. He's an extremely hard-working dude, and so it's been fun. And like I was talking about Justin and Garrett, he's another guy, obviously, that you just want to go out there and play 100% for. So he's on the field, you're on the field, and you're just rolling.
What's your impression of this year's tight end room when you consider Travis and Jarrett another year off the injury and some of the younger players?
Yeah, great guys, great football players. I love being in that tight end room. We have a lot of great times together on the field, but especially out the field. They're even better dudes. So they've done a tremendous job this OTAs, just going out there, grinding, learning. I've learned so much from them as well. Every day I got to get better, and it's awesome to have a tight end room that you can lean on regardless of what your age is or experience in the NFL, and just learn something from those guys. There's a lot of things those younger guys do that's better than me. So to be able to learn from those guys and have them in the room is super special.
With how last season ended, what part of it bothered you and fueled you for this offseason and this OTAs?
Yeah, obviously you don't want a season to happen like last season, but like I said before, you learn from the mistakes and you just got to press on. So we're with the guys in the locker room and the coaches upstairs right now, and we're just going to take it day by day. And I got full trust and confidence in our coaching staff and the guys in that locker room, and that's just where we're at right now.
You said you learned from her. What did you learn from her?
There's a lot of things, that we can take away, and I don't want to get into that right now, but I feel like that's something that we've discussed film-wise, and talked about, so that's just something that we're just going to keep pressing on internally and just keep pushing forward with.
Three more. Let's go Sam, then Nate, and then Todd.
No, what's it been like having EB back out on the field and the meeting rooms and everything?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. EB's awesome. I played with him my first 2 years in the league, so it's cool to have him back and play for him. He brings a lot of energy. He's focusing on a lot of different things, so it's been a lot of fun, and really looking forward to continuing that challenge with him.
Nate.
For individually, what does improvement look like?
I feel like every year these guys on defense get better and better, whether that's schematically, physically. You just see, Myles Garrett, right? It seems like he's getting better every year. So you look at a lot of these guys around the league, and there's a lot of things that they're doing great. So, whether that's run blocking, which is a big part of what I do, pass blocking is a big part of what I do, route running, catching the football. I truly am someone that doesn't believe that anyone's perfect, but you can work every day to be the best possible version of yourself, and I think that's something that our coaches preach to us, working hard and trying to be better than you were yesterday. And I'll retire from this league and I'll still have things to improve on. So that's just kind of the mindset that I've had my entire life, and it's something that I got to take every single year, because you got guys coming in on the other side of the football that, they're hungry, they want to sack the quarterback, so it's just something that you got to have that mindset with every single year, because you want to make the team better.
Last one, Todd.
A lot of people didn't know whether or not Travis was going to come back and play. Did you kind of get the feeling he was going to come back? And from the time he's been around here, does he seem like the same old driven Travis that he's always been since you've been around him?
Yeah, I can't really speak on what my vibe was or what I thought and my opinion because it's irrelevant. He's here right now, right? So I'm just very fortunate and very glad that he is playing alongside me this season. And I'm sure all the other guys, not even just in the tight end room, but receivers, running backs. I mean, there's so much that he brings to the table: leadership, work ethic, just certain fundamentals that we have on the field that he can help us because he's been in this way longer than I have and most of those guys in the locker room. So to be able to play alongside him still is a blessing, and it's something I hope I never take for granted every day I step in this facility.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Already.
Ashton, how much different does this year feel just, having a year under your belt now?
No, it feels good. Obviously, the whole thing of like your rookie nerves, you're kind of past that. You're kind of just in the rhythm, and it kind of really didn't feel like we had a break from back. Like our break was short, and it's good. We're back in the building, so just keep building on what we did last year. I've already had some under my belt, so I can just keep moving forward.
In what way do you notice that experience helps you just when you're out on the field?
Just thinking less with your plays, especially like as you expand the playbook, and especially as we expand upon things we want to do on different fronts, different looks. I mean, it helps you play faster because there's less to think about.
What goals do you set for yourself when you enter your second year?
Again, for me, it's been do what I can to contribute to this team. Obviously, we have a goal of what we want to accomplish every year, and that's always a Lombardi. When you set that standard, that's the standard we got to live up to. So whatever I can do to put my best foot forward to put this team in the best position, and however I can contribute, that's my goal. I just want to be able to provide.
Got a lot of new faces on defense. A lot of guys got drafted. What do you think of the rookies that are in your room right now?
I love my guys. We actually have a lot of new faces, rookies and UDFAs, but it's good. Good competition. It's good to have people around my age. Last year I didn't really have a DN until the end of the year. That was my age, so you can kind of joke around a little bit more, be a little bit more loose. It's less big brothery, where now I can actually like rough up with them rather than just be like, yeah, man, like how's it going? Like what do I need to do? Like it's more like you can see it. It's gonna show up on the field. We're just more cohesive. Yeah, we're more tight. Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, George kind of said he expects you to take a step forward. I guess what kind of confidence working with him? What does that give you?
It gives me a lot. Obviously, just talking to George more. Didn't talk to him too much last year because again, trying to like respect the space. I didn't want to be like, yeah, George, please help me. Yeah, no, it's just being able to have a vet that has done it before, him and Chris, and just be able to lean on those guys for knowledge and wisdom. Just refocus yourself and fix what you need to fix.
Actually, what was it like, sort of rewatching yourself on tape, like in the NFL for the first time?
I'm being honest. I didn't like how I looked on film, but that's because I'm always been my worst critic. But I think there's some things I can learn from. I don't think I moved like myself or played exactly how I wanted to play, but those are all things I can learn from. And it's a journey. Like not everyone's journey is gonna be the same. You're not always gonna click how you want at first. So I'm just trying to keep patience, give it up to God, and just let it come to fruition.
Does that also make you eager to see?
Yeah.
Different you might look on tape.
Yeah, no, I'm
one of your two.
Yeah, no, it's definitely exciting. It's every year it's a new year, so you could have the greatest year before, but you have to come in and do the same thing this year, or else you're just gonna drop off. So for me, it's okay. Build, left it on like up note, but like can I pour onto that and keep the trajectory up? That's kind of my goal.
When you said you didn't like how you moved, could you explain what you mean by that?
No, it's just like when you watch yourself on film, sometimes you just don't think you're not moving as well as you think. Sometimes the game's hitting you faster than what you think. And I said think a lot, but it gets to a point sometimes you're just overanalyzing yourself. And again, last year, overthinking a lot of things, trying to make sure you're doing the right things in the scheme. Now you get a little bit more freedom, so I should be able to pick up the pace and add on. So
that comes with reps.
Yeah.
Game reps.
Yeah.
More valuable.
Experience, yes, sir.
What did you learn from the guys? Like George was hurt last year, still out there playing. What did you learn about that part of the NFL, about having to be available and to grind through all of that?
I mean, it's really, we preach it. It's just next man up. So like, you don't know who's going to be playing which week, or if they're going to be hurt or they're banged up. You might need someone you want to save someone for playoff run. We all have to play to that standard of what our defense is. So no matter who's on the field, we expect the same thing. It doesn't matter who you are. You're a fourth string, you're a UDFA. It doesn't matter. Like, you be first round. We expect the same thing from everyone, to do your job and to do it well. So
we'll go last two, Jesse and Nick.
Hey, Ashton, so much of a pass rusher is to get off the ball. How do you think you can improve in that area?
Just making sure I get into my keys. Obviously, you jump. There's different things. When you're at home, you can jump the ball off the center. But when you're at away, they know their own snap count better than you, so you got to really dial into your man keys and what are some tells, what are some triggers, maybe quarterback tendencies. So I feel like that's just things that you got to get through the film room, because when you watch people like Chris is anticipating the ball, like he's off the ball a lot of times before the ball's even really moving. So that's just got to get it.
Ashton, when you get the chance to kind of study the art form of pass rushing this year from other rushers, watching tape and everything, what did you learn about the jump from college to the pros?
You just really have more versed O-linemen. Like O-linemen understand you, and it is a game. It's a chess match on the field, rather than just looking at, oh, well, this is how he's won all these reps. It's cross chop. But it's like, what is he doing before that that's allowing that to set up? So just understanding that it's a long game when you're trying to set up these moves. Sometimes you're going to get some freebies, some quick shots, but a lot of times it's built over the game. What are you working and establishing your plan over the time.
Thanks, Ash.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Chris, what's the mood been around during the mandatory minicamp with everyone kind of back here getting going before you guys have a little time off?
I think everyone feels good. Everyone's back to be playing football. It's been a while since I had this long of a break with football, so the energy is good. Everybody is happy, excited, and running around.
Even early on here, what tells you maybe this year will be better defensively than last year?
We got a bunch of young guys, man, young, hungry guys. So, that's a good thing. They're flying around. Get them up to par with the defense, and we'll see where it goes.
Chris, you mentioned just a longer break. How did you spend January when you guys have been playing every year for 7, 8 years now?
Just with my kids, training with my kids, doing fatherly things, man. Nothing crazy.
Were you watch the playoffs and stuff?
NBA?
No, the NFL playoffs, or were you like?
Not at all, man. I got a couple glimpses of the game. I wish Denver would have won it. Wish they would have got all the way. Kept the AFC West strong. But no, I didn't watch it.
Chris, what were your early impressions of Peter Woods and what he might bring to the table?
He's a big guy. He's strong. He's a young bull, man. Got so much potential. His skill set still improving. It's good to get that type of talent in the building. We can utilize him in a lot of ways. He played end, plays nose, also played 3-tech. So that versatility, we definitely can utilize it in the schematics that we run with Spags defense.
Chris, with the way the season ended last year, how did that what about it bothered you and kind of helped fuel you in your training until now?
I think the overall season, I think it bothered everyone. I don't think we're used to finishing the season that early. It was a first for me. Not making the playoffs. AFC West, we didn't win it. It's a lot of motivational points that we can use for fuel going into the training camp this year.
Peter had mentioned when we talked to him, I think on the draft night at the rookie minicamp, about he was excited to get to learn from you and all that. So you get to be like an old guy. Is it struck you yet that these guys have grown up a long time watching you perform at this level, and how excited they are to play and learn from you?
That was a nice way of saying you old. That's a nice way to say it. Yeah, I done been in the league, I guess, going on my 11 years. So, if they paid attention to the Chiefs any bit, they'd probably see me on the field. For me, I use it as motivational points, They're younger. Might be a little faster also, but, the mental aspect, I try to stay sharp on.
Ashton Gillotte was talking about the fact that, there being a lot of young guys around versus last year, different for him because now he has people he can relate to. What does having all these young guys do to you? Does it motivate you or push you or make you feel like an unk? What's it?
You see I'm wearing a do-rag now, so unk status is we're finally reaching unk status, but I think it's fun, man. When you got a lot of young guys that's hungry, you can definitely use that as motivational also, the way they're flying around. So I think it's a challenge, accept it, and I'm looking forward to playing with those guys.
Chris, when you go back and watch your season, and maybe I assume you did that exercise, what stands out about the way you really seem to turn it on in the second half of the season?
I think that goes on, how Coach Reed run training camp is more so to continue to climb throughout the year. And last year we didn't have the year we wanted as a team, and especially as individually as me. And it's a building factor. We can use that as motivation. We can use it as something we can linger on to and build off of training camp. This year I plan to start high and go higher. So, definitely that as going into training camp, we can use it as some fuel.
Chris, there's been a whole lot of turnover in the defensive backfield as well, but L'Jarius Sneed just came back yesterday. I wonder what your thoughts are with him coming back and what he can kind of do for mentorship for the Longhorns.
Oh, man, I love that we brought Sneed back. I hate that he left and got paid, but, that's the name of the game. He got his rewards for what he did, but I'm glad to have him back in the building. The physicality that he brings to the team, playing nickel, playing outside corner. I think we can, he's another guy that we can utilize in so many different areas on this defense, and I think he's going to help us tremendously with our DBs.
Let's start up front and work back, yeah.
Chris, you mentioned your kids, spending time with your kids and everything. How has father changed you over the years? And, I guess what your oldest is about 8 now. What's he think about Dad being an NFL star?
Well, I've been a father since I've been in the league. He's 10. I don't know what it's like to not have kids. So for me, it's a growing thing. It's like you learn something new about your kids every day, and you gain a little patience for yourself every day. So it's still a learning journey because as a young father, I don't know it all. I might not ever know it all, but I'm still learning, still trying to figure out how to raise 3 young men and raise them in a way that they be productive in this world. So it's a learning thing, but I enjoy it. I think it's the best part of being, if you want to say it, a 30-year-old has been a father.
Go ahead, Doc.
Do you have some thoughts on the NBA playoffs? Would you like to share with us?
Well, I'm a Golden State fan. Everybody know I love Stephen Curry, but if I'm choosing a team to win it all, I love New York, but not the Knicks. I noticed that here earlier. I love New York, and I think Jalen Brunson is one of the most amazing closers in the game right now. Cat, I got a lot of respect for those guys, but I want Wemby to take it all. It's like, why not? And keep it in the West. It's like,
All right, I'll agree to disagree. I was gonna ask you about the run test. This part ends with the run test and then starts in training camp with the run test. I guess when you've done a lot of times when you're mentally going into that, what is that like?
oh, listen, with the new CBA, things have changed. I was just telling the guys, it's like, it used to be like 10 to 12 half gashers. Now it's like 8. And when you make it to training camp, you usually be 15. Now it's like 10. So a lot of things have changed. The physicality on OTAs done changed. So a lot of things are dumbed down to where protecting the players and making sure it's not too hard on the body. So it's cakewalk.
Chris, so with one of your themes this offseason for the whole team is like bringing guys to the team who have championship experience. You guys brought back Eric Bieniemy. Obviously, Legarius is back. You guys signed Kenneth Walker. What will bringing those guys that have done it before back do for this group, you think, a part of like being bothered about what happened last season?
I think it's important to bring guys who have a winning pedigree, especially when they familiar with the system that can help us in the long run for the team's success. I think having those guys back, especially EB, who is a vocal point on the offense, who has been a leader for our offense for a long time and had great success with Chicago, and we was able to get him back. And I think he's going to do well in meshing those guys. And Legarius Sneed, Kenneth Walker, his game speaks for itself. He won Super Bowl MVP, showed you the type of talent and skill set he has. And Legarius Sneed, he was tremendous for this defense. And I think he's going to come in and plug in right where he left off.
Last two, Sam.
Chris, we talked to Josh Simmons yesterday. He's obviously slimmed down, but seems like in great shape. At some point in your career, I think it was pretty early on, you had kind of gone through the same body transformation. In what way, because it seems like you stuck with that, in what way do you feel like that has helped you on the field that maybe Josh could relate to?
11 years in, man, you can't carry 315 no more. Speaking of 315, Madden need to change my weight. I haven't been 315 in a decade. No, I think it helps with the physical aspect of being healthy and not carrying so much on the knees, the body throughout a long season. Because the body eventually start to feel, the knees start to get heavy. For me, it was about being in the best shape I could be. I wanted to play 85 to 90% of the plays. In order for me to get that or achieve that goal, I had to lose a little weight and, keep it down. I'm a big boy. I like to eat, man. So, it's easy for me to gain 5 pounds. I can go to the cafeteria now and eat 2 burgers with turkey bacon on them, 3 bags of chips, put a bag of chips on each burger. It's it can get crazy fast. So, I had to critique a few things.
What do you want Madden to put you at from a weight size?
Excuse me?
What do you want Madden to put your weight at if it's not 315?
Well, where I'm at, 295. Okay,
Okay, one more, Nick.
Yeah, and then, Chris, for you, with this pass rush and you being the leader, what are you trying to instill in these guys about what you want them to be at Chiefs?
That's only one thing. We got to get more sacks. Last year we was at the bottom pole of sacks, and I think it affected the defense tremendously. And we want this defense to be a success. Joe Cullen, we got to get more sacks.
Did you ever fail the run test?
Run test? Yeah, my first year. I was coming from Mississippi State, 315. They wanted me to run 15 half gestures. Like, come on, Coach Reed.